Hey guys, Alex HD here, and today I'm here with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the exotic sidearm the Traveler's Chosen. Now, in this video, it is going to be recorded different. Usually I would record me just playing the game. However, in this video, I've actually recorded gameplay, and I'm going to be recording my audio on top of it. So it's going to be basically like what was it, like a voiceover. Anyway, also in today's video, I wanted just to see how good of a sidearm it is in the game, the Traveler's Chosen in PvP. I'm gonna be comparing it to another really good another really good sidearm, the Drang. So anyway, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so firstly I'm going to be talking about the perks of each of the weapons. For the Traveler's Chosen, it has Quick Knot SAS, armor piercing rounds, short action stock, its intrinsic perk is Gathering Light, and its trait perk is Gift of the Traveler. For the Drang, my Drang anyway, it has extended barrel, alloy magazine, quick draw, snapshot sights, and its intrinsic trait perk is Together Forever. Now, when actually looking at like a PvP point of standard for this comparison video, Together Forever is not a good perk for this, mainly because it's gonna do nothing here. Together Forever basically, whenever you get a kill with the Drang, it gives the Sturm an exotic hand cannon, an over-penetrated, like an overload round, which does like more damage. However, I am not using Sturm in this video. I'm using Traveler's Chosen and the Drang. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind. Also, the fact that for stats, the Traveler's Chosen has 49 impact, 87 range, 73 stability, 86 handling, 46 for reload speed, 300 rounds per minute, and a magazine size of 15. The Drang has this exact same impact of 49. It has worse range of 55. It has worse stability of 64 and has worse handling of 65. Its reload speed is worse with 37. It has the exact same rounds per minute of 300, and it has a bit bigger of a magazine with 18. One thing to keep a note though is that the fact that the Traveler's Chosen is an exotic sidearm, so it comes with fixed perks compared to the Drang, which is like, it's a legendary weapon, so you can get random rolls from anywhere from full bore to like quick draw to like disruption break and stuff like that. So yeah, just keep in mind that if you want like the Drang is probably a better weapon because you can get random rolls compared to the Traveler's Chosen, which doesn't get random rolls. Okay guys, so now after talking about the stats and the perks of each of the two weapons, the Traveler's Chosen and the Drang, I'm going to be talking about how well they actually do in the Crucible. Starting off with the Traveler's Chosen. The Traveler's Chosen was, it felt pretty good. It was a really good sidearm. And when I mean it's a really good sidearm, it just felt really nice to use. Like, it felt better at long, it felt nice to use, but like the scope, like the zoom wasn't too far. Like, I'm pretty sure the zoom is less than the Drang, which is a bit weird since it has more range. Anyway, the scope I didn't like, mainly for the fact is that the scope is so wide, like, and because of that, like, sure, it might be just because of the target acquisition and the aim assist and stuff, but like it just felt weird, like, and bad. Like, whenever I like got into a gunfight, like, it did feel weird, but I was able to get some kills, like not every time. I couldn't just go after everyone and just annihilate them. Like, it did feel pretty good. I'd say it's the intrinsic perk with like gathering like stacks of light. You got 3 stacks per kill. I thought it was only going to be like 1 stack per kill or 2 stacks, but it gave you 3, which is really generous. Now, the fact is that if you want to get all 10 stacks of light, then you have to get 4 kills, which can be pretty easy for some and really annoying for most. Like, when I mean really easy for some, is that some people just absolutely destroy the battlefield, and then most people are just average players who just get 1 or 2 kills before they die, like me. So when getting the stacks of light, like the stacks of light, consuming them, when you consume stacks of light, it would recharge like your abilities and like, well, give your weapon like better handling and stuff. Like when I like consumed stacks of light, like, you know, what can I say? It just, you couldn't really feel it. Like you couldn't feel how much like better it was at handling and stuff. Like you couldn't really feel that compared to like, well, like it still felt like an ordinary hand cannon. Like, not hand cannon, what am I talking about? It still felt like the exact same sidearm. Like it, like the recharges, like the grenade ability. Like I definitely noticed it like charge like really fast. I mean, not when I mean charge like really fast, I mean like it just like cuts half of the cooldown. So yeah, I could notice that. It didn't do anything for the super. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that's intentional or not. Anyway, it just felt really good. However, I don't really like the scope of it, and well, yeah. Now I'm going to be talking about the Drang, the weapon I'm going to compare the Traveler's Chosen to. The Drang felt amazing. Now, it could just be, I don't know, just because it's better at short range or whatever. Like, it didn't have that range, despite having a scope with 14 zoom. Like, it's really weird how the scope on the Drang has more range than the scope on the Traveler's Chosen, even though the Traveler's Chosen has like more range. Now, the scope zoom isn't that big of a difference. Like, the scope zoom on the Traveler's Chosen is 12, and the scope zoom of the Drang is literally 14, which is only like 2 more, but it still just felt weird that the Traveler's Chosen had less zoom and more range. And the Drang it didn't have as good range, however, it felt way better in my opinion. In my opinion, it just felt better. Like, the range wasn't there, the handling just, I don't know why, even though it has like worse stats than basically almost everything besides magazine and like, I'm pretty sure inventory size, but that doesn't even count. Like, it just felt better, and like the handling felt better. It felt better at close range. Like I'm gonna say this: the Traveler's Chosen did feel way better at long range, but the Drang just felt so nice at close range. Like, you could easily pick up kills. Like, it was just felt so good. Like, it is also a fact that even though I like using some of these weapons, I am not good at using I'm not good at using sidearms. Like, I'm really bad at using a sidearm, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just because I don't use sidearms. Like, the main weapons I really use are hand cannons, auto rifles, snipers, and shotguns. Those are like the 4 main weapons I would use, and that's basically it. Sometimes I'll use pulse rifles and SMGs. Sometimes I might use like a grenade launcher maybe. And yeah, that's basically what I use. I don't use bows. I mean, I used to use them because I didn't like sniping, but yeah. And so in terms of like, if I'd actually use these weapons, not much. Like, I wouldn't use these. I would use the Drang if I was using stun, which is what I'm going to be talking about next video. I mean, next video I'm going to be reviewing the stun, and I'm going to be using the Drang to see about its overload ability. So yeah, make sure you watch that one as well. So when actually talking about, like, these weapons are so, like, they feel so similar, which is weird because the Traveler's Chosen felt better at long range, even though long range didn't really matter, and the Drang felt better at short range, which, well, mattered more than long range, since these sidearms aren't going to be used much at long range. Like, the Traveler's Chosen did feel better at long range, and plus the gathering light stacks and consuming them was kind of handy in some situations. However, most of the time you wouldn't even tell. Like, most of the time you wouldn't even tell if you're handling your target acquisition or not. Most of the time it just seemed like it would stay the same. The Drang, well, it was really consistent. It seemed like you don't need to like kill people to like activate an ability or whatever. I mean, it's just there. Like quick draw and snapshot size, like they're always activated. Like you just like quick draw is not gonna really be used as much since well, I'm like in one game of Rumble I was just only using the Drang, and the other game I was only using Traveler's Chosen, so I wasn't really switching between them. It was only until I actually played 6v6 which is when I was actually switching between the two weapons. Snapshot snipes, just fastest aiming, like aim down time, like that. You can notice that one you can notice, and like the other perks, Alloy Magazine made it reload faster, so, like the reload was faster and stuff. Yeah, I do like the Drang Briquette's magazine size. Like, I did go for Alloy Magazine, which meant I had 2 less shots, so I would have had 20, but I went to 19, not 19, I went to 18 because of Alloy Magazine, but it still has 18 shots, which is pretty good. It's more than the Traveler's Chosen's 15, and they have the exact same fire rate and the exact same damage, which is, well, I do prefer that. Plus, it's just the fact that it's a legendary weapon. Like, it's a legendary weapon, and you can use your exotic slot on like a different, better weapon. Like, for the Traveler's Chosen, it's a pretty average sidearm. Like, it can be pretty inconsistent at sometimes compared to the Drang Briquette, which can be inconsistent, but it's more consistent, I'll say. The Drang Briquette is a legendary weapon, as I said, so you can use like an exotic weapon. That's just one of the main downfalls, I'd say, for the Traveler's Chosen, is that it's an exotic weapon. It's an average feeling like sidearm. Like, it's a pretty good, if the sidearm feels pretty good, like not as good as the Drang Briquette, but yeah. However, it is an exotic weapon. I'd rather use it on something better, like Fawn, I'd say. Fawn, Ace of Spades, like those kinds of weapons. Even like Soros Regime, Sweet Business, like, those types of weapons I would use more than Traveler's Chosen. If I wanted a sidearm, I'd probably use the Drang Briquette. Anyway, also it's just the fact that the Drang Briquette is an energy weapon, which does put it a tiny bit down, but it's still really good. Like, the reason why I don't really like it being in the energy weapon slot is mainly because most of the time I like my special weapons being in the energy weapon slot, not the primary. And just the fact that I don't have many special weapon primaries. Like, I don't have Revoker. I do have Mountaintop, but I'm not good at using Mountaintop in PvP. I'm better at, like, Mountaintop is more of a PvE weapon. Like, it is a PvP weapon, it can be used in PvP really well, but I'm just not good at using it. And it's just the fact that I don't have any, like, snipers and shotguns that are good, like, kinetic weapons, or in, like, good, like, primary weapons, I should say. And I'm losing my breath for how much I'm talking. I might need to take a breather in a second. Just one sec. Anyway, I don't know what more I could talk about, really. Just trying to think what more I can talk about these two weapons. Like, I think that's all I can really say about these two weapons. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please, well, like the video. I'm really bad at selling out my channel. Anyway, please like the video, watch it more, subscribe, share it to other people, because, well, I wanna at least get my YouTube channel monetized, and I want to get my YouTube channel monetized, because then it'll be, not only that, I'll just be getting some money. I won't be getting any money soon, but it's just the fact that I'll feel really happy. If you guys want to support me, just subscribe and like the video and watch it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which is the Sturm review.